Okay, so our research question was, how do social hierarchies affect the distribution of wealth? And the answer to that is social stratification. Now, social stratification in basic terms is the assignment of people into social categories. Now, by doing that, they take different criteria into consideration. According to Vadim Radayev, economic status, philosophy, and interest and types of actions play roles in developing one's social class. What is meant by economic status is essentially how much money a person is earning, whether it be $100,000 or $50,000 a year. Now, depending on how much money one earns, that's how they are classified into their social class, whether it be low, middle, or high. Philosophy and interest is essentially their job, in other words, and depending on what type of job you have and how much money you earn in that job, that places you in a certain class. In this journal written by Vadim Radayev, he goes on to explain how all social classes are determined by certain categories and how those top three measures are used to classify one social class. It gives vivid explanation on how those people are categorized and how people are placed into their social class, such as
How do social hierarchies affect the distribution of wealth? And the hard thing about this project is a lot of there's a lot of talk about this. I mean, a lot of people like to talk about how there's gaps of wealth between all the social classes, but the thing is, no one really explains to you why this happens or how this happens. A lot of answers, well, at least public opinion answers, will say the distribution of wealth happens because if you're lazy, you're going to be at the bottom. If you work hard, you're going to be at the top. And a lot of people like saying that, but none of them really like to explain what if people. Some people might get head starts. Some people might not have those same opportunities. And what defines hard work and what really defines success? This changes throughout all societies on the planet. And for example, in North Korea, as we had read in Order to Live, hard work is defined as loyalty to a regime. And that's what sends you to your social class, and that's what enables you to get better jobs, better health, better political status. And in America, when you take this step back, you have to ask yourself, in America and countries like ours, what defines hard work and success in ours? One interesting researcher that I had heard was from Rhonda Levine. She wrote a book called The Stratification of Wealth, and she said in capitalist societies like the United States that wealth is not really generated by your money or anything like that. Your social power really isn't constituted from money, because in capitalist countries, the way you live is by working. And how do you work? Of course, you have to find a job. So the highest people in our society, and that's the people that make the most money, are going to be the people that supply the jobs, the job providers. These would be, in capitalist societies, the highest social caste.
Not every country has the same social class system, but what Gerard E. Linsky acknowledges is that many countries tend to predetermine a person's social class based on their level of education, gender, race, and political activity. It is also recognized that many people in the wealthy population are inheritors of their wealth, and their preset status in society gives them more power. Two professors of Clark University state that the upper class is characterized by old wealth and by a certain lifestyle. Through a network of expensive prep schools, exclusive social clubs, summer resorts, high-status philanthropic and cultural organizations, and elite universities, the upper class has developed a higher degree of class consciousness than any other class in the United States. The distribution of wealth, being concentrated on the upper class, inhibits and provides both the middle and lower classes with many disadvantages, like less opportunities for higher education and more difficulty in finding jobs that are willing to hire them. Stereotypes are often formulated mocking the distribution of wealth. We commonly see many depictions of rich kids that rely too much on their parents' money, or lazy people that deserve to be poor. These stereotypes represent the clear divide between the classes and the injustice and inequality that's emerged over the past few centuries in not only America, but the world.